Hey everybody, Playtendoguy here, and I'm back with another video. The postman's been and has brought me a parcel, and it's a bit of subscriber mail, and it's from my good friend Alan Scouser. So without further ado, let's get into it. So yeah, the postman's been brought me this parcel and was sent to me by my good friend Alan Scouser. I honestly wasn't expecting anything, so when the postman came with the parcel, it was a massive surprise, and I can't show either side of it because it's got my address on and Alan's address on at the back. But I'd like to say a big thank you to Alan before I unbox this. Alan has a fantastic channel and he's a brilliant guy. He does some fantastic and entertaining reviews and videos. He does some great Blu-ray hauls and great lists, and he also has now started to get into live streams. He's been doing them now for a few months now, and he's been doing a great job with them. I've been invited on a couple of them and I've really enjoyed myself, and they're really entertaining ways to spend a Thursday night. So if you haven't subscribed to Alan already, I'll put the link into his description, link in the description for his channel, and also in the comment section, so you can go and give him a sub. He's a great guy and he has a fantastic channel. So just give us a couple of seconds and I'll just unwrap this. Our parcel's unwrapped and I can fill a note, so let me get the note out. He says, "To Pete from Alan." Right. So the note says, "Hi Pete, hope you are well. I just thought I'd send you a few Blu-rays which I have no longer need and which I thought you might like. If you already have any of these films, please feel free to pass them on to a friend, charity shop or whatever. Happy viewing, best wishes, Alan Scouser." Ah, thanks ever so much, Alan, for sending this. I'll just move this because it's got your address on here, so there you go. That's the note Alan sent me. Thanks ever so much, Alan. I always keep the notes to every single letter, so I'll put this in one of the Blu-ray cases. So, right. Yep, they are all out. So, first up is... Ooh, American Poltergeist 6. The Haunting of Alice D. I have never heard of this one before. Wow. It's a German release. Oh, that looks good. And that's the back there. Inside is some artwork on the disc. Oh, that's awesome. I've never actually seen any of these American Poltergeist films. Didn't even realise there were 6 of them. So, that's brilliant. Thanks, Alan. Next up is Judy Geeson in A Candle for the Devil. Oh, yes, so A Candle for the Devil. I've never actually heard of this one before. It says here, Laura Barkley travels to a sleepy Spanish town to visit her sister, who is staying at an inn by 2 religious sisters. But when she arrives, she discovers that her sister has mysteriously disappeared. The 2 sisters, Marta and Veronica, tell Laura that her sister left suddenly, but no one has seen her leave the village. Laura discovers that the self-righteous sisters cannot bear the nakedness and the promiscuity of young English holidaymakers. One by one, these pleasure seekers begin to disappear. Meanwhile, the sisters' evening meals begin to take an unusual flavour. Oh, that really sounds great. So it must be a Spanish language film with English in. Ah, it says it came out in the year 1973, so that's awesome. And inside we do have artwork on the discs, and we also do have alternative artwork there, which must be based on the original poster artwork. So that's Candle for the Devil. Right, 3 more I think, yep. Next up is Dorothy, the modern day exorcist. Evil chose her. Oh, never heard of this one before. Psychiatrist Jane Van Dop has been appointed by the court to travel to a remote island off the Irish coast to work on a case of Dorothy Mills, a teenage girl who's been accused of molesting and trying to kill a young baby. After miraculously surviving a car crash, Jane discovers an unwelcoming, deeply religious community, mostly ruled by a pastor. She meets a very nervous Dorothy who swears she never touched the baby, and after analysing her, Jane soon begins to suspect that Dorothy has developed multiple personality disorders. But as the day unfolds and the community is darkened by strange events, Jane quickly comes to realise that what is affecting Dorothy may have something to do with the supernatural. Awesome. I have never actually heard of this one, so that looks great. So yeah, artwork on the disc again, and that is Dorothy. And the final two are Cottage Country. Oh, I've never heard of this one before. This one stars Malin Ackerman and Tyler Labine. Don't know who these people are. This is in German at the back, so this is a German release. Awesome. I think I may have heard of this one. Is this on Shudder or something? I have seen something about this one about. So yeah, that's Country Cottage or Cottage Country. And you do get a little booklet here with various information and films you can buy. I'll have to look up on this one. It looks really good. So yeah, that is Cottage Country. Or yeah, Cottage Country, not Country Cottage. And the final film is The Scars of Dracula with Dennis Waterman and Christopher Lee. This is by Studio Canal, and I think this is one of the only ones I still haven't got. So thank you, Alan, for sending that over. I've seen this one quite a few times on TV. This one doesn't have Peter Cushing in it, but we do have Patrick Troughton from Doctor Who playing Dracula's servant. It's a really good film, and one of Dennis Waterman's earlier roles before he started to appear in stuff like The Sweeney. So yeah, on the back of it says, at a remote castle, vampire bat dribbles flesh blood over mouldering remains, resurrecting the infamous Count Dracula. Terrified villagers set fire to the castle, but later discovers that a swarm of vengeful bats have killed the women and children that sought sanctuary in the local church. Dracula's latest reign of terror has begun. In Scouser Dracula, Christopher Lee returns to his most famous role in The Fifth Time, directed by Roy Ward from Quatermaster and the Pit, creating the unprecedented shot of Count scaling his castle walls. This was the last of Hammer's traditional Dracula films and the bloodiest entry in the series to date. Yes, because I think the next one was Dracula 72 AD, wasn't it? Or 73 AD, where they went to 1973, which was quite a fun and cheesy entry. And then we had the Satanic Rites of Dracula. So, awesome. And inside we have the Blu-ray there, and also the description of the other Hammer releases. So yeah, thanks ever so much, Alan, for sending them over. So yeah, so this is what he sent me. He sent me American Poltergeist 3, A Candle for the Devil, Dorothy, Cottage Country, and The Scars of Dracula. So thank you ever so much once again, Alan, for sending these over. I really do appreciate it. Again, if you haven't subscribed to Alan's channel already, I'll leave a link in the description and in the comment section down below. So yeah, so thank you ever so much, Alan, for doing that. I really do appreciate it. And thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. You all take care. I'll see you all on the next video. Bye.